All right, Dino. How you doing, brother?
Yeah,
We just won
I'm
4-1.
good today, my
You're
friend.
looking
Good
happy.
today, my friend. Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Why are we not happy?
It's the
You know
winning
what I
feeling,
mean?
isn't it? 3 wins in a row. Suddenly we all feel
Yeah,
like we can take on the world.
it's happy Sunday to all my Tottenham fans out there, man. You know what I mean? It's happy Sunday. It's a happy
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah.
today.
It's funny,
Can't
isn't it?
complain. Can't complain. Say again.
3 weeks ago it was all doom and gloom, and now it's sort of all looking positive again, isn't it?
You know what? I don't even think it was a doom and gloom 3 weeks ago. I just think it was the situation at the time. We were still dealing with lots of injuries. And I think the team was trying to find a different way of playing. It's quite obvious Jose has tried to get them to play a different way within the parameters that he puts in it. I think they were just trying to get used to playing that way. You know, playing with Lucas Moura as a 10. That seems to be working a treat. And I tell you what, I think Jose is a genius for putting Lucas Moura there, because he now opens up the game, and his running ability gives us that pace that we need in a vital area. You know, start of the final third, we need that pace. We need that little bit of trickery, and he provides that. I think it'd be interesting when Gio comes back, because I think Gio can play there as well, and I think Gio plays there with a little bit more control, and gives us a little bit more that passing action. I think, you know, Son's desperate for somebody to be able to slide him in. You know, that Son's game, isn't it? Running onto things. So the sooner Gio comes back, I think the better. I think the stronger we'll be. But very happy with today. Obviously, very happy today.
Yeah, no,
You know what I
things are
mean?
looking good, isn't it? It's funny what a few wins does, like a couple of wins. Suddenly you look at the squad and you go, we've got a good squad. You know, when you're losing, you go, this squad's rubbish. Like, we need to like overhaul it. Now you're thinking, Moore's looking good in there. You know, like Lamella when he comes off the bench. Suddenly, Lo Celso's coming back. Suddenly you're starting to look like a good team again, aren't we?
Yeah. Suddenly we started to look like a really good team. You know, a fluid team as well, which is good. And Jose, that's his football. That's his football. If everybody's out there looking at his football, no better example than what we've seen in the last couple of weeks. You know, it's very, very low risk, very controlled, very deliberate. You know, and with a cutting edge. And when you've got those boys up top, those two up top, you know, getting a brace each tonight, anything can happen. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm over the moon with the last few weeks. I wasn't even worried.
Like, oh, come on, man. You must have been a little bit.
Nah, I wasn't worried, you know, because you know what? Jose is a clever man. You know, you don't win what Jose's won without having a bit of nous about the game. And he has got, you know, apart from Guardiola, who's out there and won the trophies that he's won. You know what I mean? So you can never worry when a man like that is in charge. You can see him. He looks different this year. He's got a steel. He's got a determination about him. He's got a quiet confidence about him as well. And I think that kind of excludes around to the rest of the players. You know what I mean? And I think they've, again, still part of the you know, getting to know you stage as well. He's only in, you know, 14 months into the job. It's nothing.
Don't you, at the same time, don't you think as though this season has kind of gone in a lot in waves? You know, like big waves. Like we've really peaked and we got to the top of the league, then we sort of totally crashed, and then it's like we're starting to sort of go back up onto the beginning part of the bell curve again. It's not very consistent, is it?
Nah, that run that we went on, you know, September, you know, start of the season to mid-October, that was him saying, this is what I can get the team to do when everybody's fit and everybody's playing my way. You know, we always knew that middle period of the season, November to February, was going to be a tough period. Lots of tough fixtures in there, you know, and we picked up a key injury to Lo Celso along the way. And I think if we hadn't have done that, I think we would be a lot higher than where we are now.
Do you think? Because I think we've been reasonably lucky with injuries this season, you know. Like a lot of teams have had like several players out, but I mean, to only lose Lo Celso for a sustained period of time is actually, I think, pretty good, no?
All down to the manager. Why he's managing the team, where he's rotating the team. Honestly, you know, people slate him, but I find him so interesting, that guy. You know, he's just there's something about him, and he's looking to win. He's looking to win. He wants to bring trophies home. So when the fans are back in that stadium, he's walking out onto that pitch to say, I've brought trophies back to you guys. First time in God knows how many years. And I think it can only get better. And like I said to you before, at the start, I think, we've got a blessing. We've got to bless this. We've got to bless him, because Lo Celso is going to be like a new player going into the last 10 games of the season. That's huge. How many other teams can say they've got a quality player like that, who's fit, who's not had the games that everybody else has had, that can be as strong for the last 10 games of the season, last 12 games of the season? It's huge for me. It's huge, huge. I don't think us as Tottenham fans are appreciating that. I don't think we're actually saying, you know what, this could go better than what we actually expected, and I think it will. I think it will.
I like that. I like the positivity. Yeah, no, Lo Celso coming back will be like a new player. It's just such a shame that he's held together with chewing gum and spit, Lo Celso. Do you know what I mean? He's on his day, he's an absolute world beater. It's like he's so good on the ball.
Yeah,
he's a wizard.
He's no Johnny Concrete you see down the pub on a Friday night, is he? You know what I mean? He's not that sort of bloke. He's not strong like that, man. He's not built like that. But I think, like you said, he's chewing gum. I think having him back gives us a chance. I think he rested. He was good with his rotation today. He got it for once today. He got it spot on. Last few weeks I thought the rotation has been a bit iffy in certain games, but today he got the rotation just right. Rested Ndombele, didn't rush Aurier back. I'm happy, and I'm happy with that. And Doherty actually, he's been taking a lot of flack the last few games or previous parts of the season, but actually tonight he did all right. He did all right, Doherty did. And I think the whole team in general. Sanchez, he's kind of recovered after being left flat on his face at Man City. You know what I mean? So I think he's recovered.
What would you say going forward with the back line? I mean, do you think like one of them needs a break now? Toby's played the last 3 games in a row, I think it is. I mean, would you risk like changing up and putting a Dyer in there, or do you just think, like if it's not broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Toby needs a rest. He needs a rest. 3 games in 1 week is a tough ask, and good job we're playing late tonight so that we got a decent time game on Thursday. I think he can. I think he will go with Dyer on Thursday. I think he will rest Toby, and we'll. I think that's why he's probably played and he's rested in Ndombele as well, just to provide that extra insurance in front of Dyer on Thursday. He's always thinking, isn't he, Jose? And he's thinking about that game at half-time and who to get off. He took Kane and Bale off. I was a bit disappointed Dele didn't come on. But yeah, I think overall, I think Toby does need a rest. Big game Sunday. Arsenal, that's the game. That's the big game we want. That's where we want Toby. That's where we want Toby for.
We need Toby. We need him.
Definitely. You need that calming at the back for that game.
And how are you feeling about that game?
We win.
Yeah.
We win and we win well.
Yeah.
We win. We win and we win well. You know what? I don't fear Arsenal. Like nobody fears Arsenal, and nobody should. I can only say AFTV is the gift that keeps on giving. And if you compare AFTV to Arsenal team, there's not much difference. They both provide you lots of laughs. They both provide you lots of laughs. So for me, I'm not worried about Arsenal at all. As long as we play what we play, Jose tactically gets it right. Yeah. They don't beat us. With players coming back strong and fit, they don't beat us.
All right. Man, I wish you could be my mentor, because you're so positive. It's just making me feel like the world's a good place. Do you know what I mean? And everything's good.
I've had a drink, so I'm happy today. Always helps. But no, positive. I'm the first one to be critical of Tottenham, but today's not a day where we need to be critical. They don't deserve any criticism at all. What they did well. And move Crystal Palace aside. No injuries. Bale and Kane scoring braces. What's not to be happy about today? Really and truly, what's not to be happy about? So just gotta enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it.
All right, I think I'll join you and have a beer in a minute. All right, Dino. Thanks for that, man. Really appreciate you coming.
Thanks for having me on.
Let's have you on again soon. Yeah? Cheers.
Yeah, man. Nice one. Thank you. Cheers. Stay safe.